Okay, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh dan salam sejahtera kepada semua pelajar Elektrik Circuit 2 BEV 10403 section 5. Okay, so hari ini kita akan bincang berkenaan dengan chapter 4, okay, iaitu sinusoidal steady state analysis. Okay, so basically before we discuss in detail about steady state circuit analysis, so kita akan review berkenaan dengan complex power. Okay, sorry, complex number. Okay, berkenaan dengan complex number. So untuk hari ini kita akan bincang berkenaan dengan complex number. Okay, review concept of complex number. Sebenarnya yang ni kamu dah belajar dalam matematik, ni just review lah. So differentiate and convert different form of complex number. Okay, yang ni saya laju sikit ya. Okay, so basically in this subtopic we will discuss about the origins of imaginary and complex numbers, and then different form of complex number. Basically we have three different forms of complex numbers. Okay, number one, rectangular form, exponential form, and the last one we call it a polar form. Yang polar form ni banyak kita guna dalam kita punya circuit analysis nanti. Okay, polar form and rectangular form. Okay. Okay, the origins of imaginary and complex number. Okay, let's say you have I think you are very familiar with this algebraic equation. This algebraic equation. Let's say we have a z square plus 4 equal to 0, and then find z. What is the value of z? So in this case, you will get z square equal to minus 4. So what is the z? So from this equation akan wujud satu imaginary number. Okay, imaginary number. Okay, so in this case you can determine z equal to plus minus square root minus 4. Okay, berapa square root minus 4? Tak ada kan? So basically square root minus 4 equal to plus minus square root 4 times square root minus 1. Okay, square root minus 1. Okay, equal to plus minus 2 square root minus 1. This minus square root minus 1 basically equal to, we call it a unfamiliar term. Okay, kita tak tahu berapa jawapan dia. Kat sini wujudnya imaginary number. Okay, so where imaginary number come from? Okay, imaginary number come from this square root minus 1. Square root minus 1 equal to j. Okay, clear? This is a basic lah. Okay, for example let's say look at to this example 4.1. Let's say we have a z square plus 2z plus 2 equal to 0. Find z. Okay, find z. This is equation for determine z. Okay, so in this case you solve this equation and then you will got z equal to minus 1 plus or minus j. Where is come from j? J equal to square root minus 1. Okay, kat situ datanya imaginary ataupun j. Okay, this is we call it a real number. This is a real number. This is a imaginary number. Okay, that's the fundamental lah. Okay, so the solution z has a real part. Okay, this is a real part and then imaginary part. Okay, this is a real part and then this is a imaginary part. So combination of real part and imaginary part, we call it a complex number. So the question is how to represent this complex number. So we can represent this complex number into three different forms. Okay, we discuss in detail after this. Okay, so how to represent that complex number? So we can represent that complex number in three different forms. Number one, in rectangular form. Ingat lagi tak rectangular form macam mana? Exponential form and polar forms. Okay, first of all kita discuss berkenaan dengan rectangular form. Okay, rectangular form of a complex number, let's say z, is written as the sum of real number. Let's say in this case x is a real number and imaginary number. Let's say in this case y equal to imaginary number. Okay, x plus jy. Okay, so to find the real and imaginary parts of the complex number z, we use the notation. Okay, RE. RE means real. Real of Z equal to real part of the complex number. In this case equal to X. Okay. IM equal to imaginary. Okay, in bracket Z means the imaginary part of the complex number. So in this case Y. For example, we have Z, okay, equal to 2 minus J3. So what is the real number? Real number equal to 2. Imaginary number equal to minus 3. Why minus 3? Because minus J3. Okay. So make sure you clear lah this fundamental. Okay. So graphical representation of complex number lah. Okay. Complex number we can represent in graphical representation. For example, you have a complex number, let's say 6 plus J4. Where is the position of 6 plus J4? Okay, this is a real number. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3. This is a positive number. Okay, this is a negative number. Okay, this is imaginary part. Okay, positive imaginary part, and this one is negative imaginary part. So you have to know how to plot the complex number. 6 real number and 4 imaginary number. Similarly to this one, minus 2 minus J3. Okay, minus real number, minus 2 real number, and minus 3 imaginary number. Okay. Okay, then you can try this exercise. Boleh cuba keluarkan kertas, cuba plot. Okay, plot the following complex numbers in the complex plane. Okay, let's say, okay, boleh cuba draw A, B, C, and D. Let's say A equal to 5 plus J5. Where is the position of the 5 plus J5 in the complex plane? Let's say we have a planes, real planes, and this one imaginary planes. Okay, where is A? Okay, where is A? Itu kamu boleh try nanti Where is A? Okay, this is A This is position A. Okay, where is B? 4 minus 3J. This is B. Okay, where is C? Minus 2 minus 3. This is C. Okay, where is D? Minus 5 plus J4. This is D. Okay, ni boleh try nanti kat rumah. Boleh try, masing-masing try exercise ni. Ambil masa cuba buat. Kalau yang dah faham, okay. Okay, so yang kedua, exponential form. We can represent our complex number using exponential form. Okay, a complex number Z may be expressed in exponential form. Can be expressed in exponential form. Z equal to Z exponential J theta. Okay, Z complex number. This Z we call it magnitude of Z or modulus of Z equal to magnitude, and theta equal to angle of Z. Okay, look at to the complex plane. Okay, this is a real and imaginary. Okay, this is magnitude of complex number. We call it Z. Okay, this is the angle. Okay, so by using Euler's identity, okay, EJ theta equal to cos theta plus J sin theta. This is, so you can find that this is, okay, we can see that this is a real number, this is imaginary number. Okay, this is a cos theta at this position, this is a sin theta. Okay, imaginary number. Okay, trigonometry punya konsep. Okay, seterusnya yang ni yang ketiga tadi yang kedua. Yang kedua ni yang ketiga, sorry typo Okay, polar form. You can represent complex number in polar form. Sama juga polar form, we have a complex number Z magnitude, okay, and this one, and then angle theta. Okay, let's say we have a complex number Z equal to X plus JY. So where is the position of X plus JY? This is a position X positive and Y positive, and this is the magnitude magnitude of the Z, and this is the angle. So from X, this is X, and this is Y. You can determine angle by using trigonometry punya konsep. Okay. Okay, let's say we have a Z, magnitude of Z equal to X square plus Y square, square root of X square plus Y square. So what is the meaning of cos theta? Cos. Okay, from this figure, Z equal to X square plus Y square, cos theta equal to X divided by Z. Sin theta equal to Y, this is Y divided by Z. And tangent theta equal to Y, this is Y divided by X. Okay. So let's say we have a Z equal to Z exponential j theta. So from this we call it exponential form. We can convert to rectangular form. X plus jy equal to Z cos theta plus jz sin theta. Okay, Z is the magnitude. This is a real part. This is the imaginary part. Okay, real part equal to cos theta. Imaginary part equal to sin theta. Okay, try example 4.2. Okay, let's say we have A equal to 9 plus J7. This is rectangular form. Okay, complex number in rectangular form, 9 plus J7. So the question is find the polar form of A. Polar form. Okay, this is the fundamental lah. You can determine polar form by using your scientific calculator lah. Okay, this is the fundamental. How to determine the magnitude? 9 square plus 7 square. Okay, and then square root of 9 square plus 7 square. How to determine angle? Okay, you can determine based on trigonometry concept. Okay, let's say this is a theta. So how to determine theta? Let's say you use tangent theta equal to y or 7. This is 7 divided by 9. So inverse tangent you can determine theta. Okay, so in polar form, A equal to 11.4 angle 37.87 degree. Okay, clear? Simple lah. Okay, then you can try using your own calculator, your scientific calculator. Okay, convert from A in rectangular form to polar form menggunakan calculator. Boleh? Cuba guna calculator. You tekan 9 plus 7i, convert to polar form menggunakan calculator. Okay, siapa ada masalah untuk guna calculator? So cuba review balik macam mana cara nak guna calculator untuk complex number. Okay, kalau ada masalah boleh contact saya nanti dalam group WhatsApp. Okay, so boleh cuba exercise ni. For example, determine the polar form. Okay, polar form of A. This is rectangular form, convert to polar form. Yang ni kamu buat menggunakan calculator je. Okay, tekan calculator. 4 plus 3i, convert to polar form menggunakan calculator masing-masing. Okay, boleh cuba ya. Sama juga try buat untuk yang kedua ni. Okay, convert the following complex polar form to rectangular form. Okay, menggunakan calculator, kamu punya calculator convert to rectangular form. Yang ni adalah exercise untuk kamu menggunakan calculator, scientific calculator untuk complex number. Okay, yang ni basic konsep yang saya bagi tahu tadi lah. Kalau imaginary equal to square root minus 1, let's say j equal to square root minus 1, so j square equal to minus 1 lah. This is a basic concept lah. You tengok nanti. Okay, let's say kita tengok lagi example yang ketiga. Given a complex number a equal to 3 plus j2, and then find and plot JA, for example lah. Ini basic konsep lah. J times A, this is A. Okay, J times 3, okay, J3 plus J times J2. J times J equal to minus 1 times 2 equal to minus 2. Minus 2 plus J3. Okay, where is the position of JA? This is the position minus 2 J3. Okay, so what is the angle of JA? Can you determine angle of JA? This is angle of JA by using trigonometry punya konsep, ataupun you boleh tekan you punya calculator, convert daripada rectangular form to polar form, you akan dapat magnitude and angle. Boleh? Okay, good. Okay, so itu saja untuk complex number. Kita buat review berkenaan dengan complex number. Nanti kamu cubalah buat exercise how macam mana nak guna calculator untuk complex number. Convert daripada rectangular form ke complex number, daripada rectangular form ke polar form ke rectangular form. Okay, ini just summary lah yang kita belajar hari ini. So complex number, we can represent complex number into rectangular form. Okay, this is a rectangular form. Okay, yang ni kamu kena tahulah macam mana nak convert menggunakan calculator. Daripada kita boleh convert daripada rectangular ke polar form ke rectangular form. Yang ni yang mostly kita banyak guna dalam electric circuit analysis. Okay, kita boleh juga represent complex number into exponential form. Okay, this is the exponential form. Okay, so saya rasa itu saja untuk hari ini berkenaan dengan complex number, review of complex number yang sangat berguna untuk chapter 4 ni. Okay, untuk circuit analysis. Okay, so kamu boleh cuba tutorial yang saya akan share dalam grup WhatsApp ataupun Otter ya. Okay, sekian untuk exponential number. Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.